Streaming. I'll wait just a second till you get it going. All right, good morning, everyone. I'd like to call a special called meeting to order of the Scott County Fiscal Court. Before we get started, I'd like everyone to join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Rand, do we need to have Kara voted on as temporary?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. At this time, I'd like to request a motion from one of our court members to make Kara Oliver our temporary court clerk for this meeting. A motion from Mr. Alvin Lyons and a second from Mr. Chad Wallace. Any questions related to that? This time, I'd like to ask all those in favor of making Kara our temporary court clerk for this meeting, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. At this time, I'd like to ask Kara Oliver to call the roll.
Mr. Hostetler?
Here.
Mr. Lyons?
Here.
Mr. Wallace?
Here.
Mr. Corman?
Present.
Mr. Ellison? Mr. Burke? Mr.
Here.
Livingston? Mr. Marshall?
Here.
And Judge Covington.
Present. Just for the record, just to make sure Dwayne Ellison is not present, and David Livingston, Bill Burke, and Rick Hostetler are joining us virtually electronically. So let the record reflect that. At this time, we have one agenda item, and that agenda item is to address for consideration of the court a resolution in response to a request for a determination of consistency between an expansion of a proposed municipal solid waste landfill and the 2018 through 2022 Scott County Area Solid Waste Management Plan. At this time, I'd like to ask County Attorney Rand Marshall to read the resolution.
Scott County Fiscal Court Resolution Number 2013, a resolution in response to a request for a determination of consistency between an expansion of a proposed municipal solid waste landfill and the 2018-2022 Scott County Area Solid Waste Management Plan. Whereas the Fiscal Court of Scott County is a designated governing body for the implementation and oversight of the Scott County Solid Waste Management Area, the Scott County Area Solid Waste Management Plan, received on June 12, 2020, a written request to, quote, make a determination of consistency, unquote, of a notice of intent of Waste Services of the Bluegrass to apply for a horizontal expansion of the Central Kentucky landfill located at 493 Double Covert Road, Scott County, Kentucky. Whereas the notice of intent to apply for a horizontal expansion proposes to add 6,334,014 permitted tons of solid waste. And whereas KRS 224.40-015 sub 1 provides a part that no permit to construct or expand a municipal solid waste disposal facility shall be accepted for processing by the cabinet unless the application contains a determination from the governing body for the solid waste management area in which the facility is or will be located concerning the consistency of the application with the area solid waste management plan submitted under KRS 224.43-345 sub 1A, D, and L until January 1st, 1993, and the entire plan after January 1st, 1993. The governing body for the area shall, within 60 days of receipt of a written request, make the determination after public notice and opportunity for public comment and public hearing. And whereas in accordance with KRS 224.40-315 sub 1, public notice was published notifying the public of the request for determination of consistency, opening a 30-day comment period that closed on August 3rd, 2020. Whereas the public notice also invited any interested party, any person, to request a hearing on the request for determination of consistency. Whereas public comments were received and there was no request received to schedule a public hearing. And whereas on June 25th, 2020, Fiscal Court of Scott County in its capacity as governing body for the Scott County Solid Waste Management Area, given final approval to a revision to the 2018-2022 Scott County Area Solid Waste Management Plan, providing that no capacity beyond that for which a valid and extant determination of consistency has been previously provided shall be available for disposal of, in, or out of area solid waste within the Scott County Solid Waste Management Area. Whereas this fiscal court, acting as governing body for the Scott County Solid Waste Management Area, has considered the request for determination of consistency in light of the 2018-2022 Scott County Area Solid Waste Management Plan currently in force and effect, and the public comments received and otherwise being fully advised. Now therefore be it resolved by the Scott County Fiscal Court as the governing body for the Scott County Solid Waste Management Area hereby determines that the proposed horizontal expansion of the existing landfill that would add 6,334,104 additional tons of solid municipal waste is inconsistent with the 2018-2022 Scott County Area Solid Waste Management Plan, which authorizes no capacity for disposal of solid waste within Scott County Solid Waste Management Area. A copy of this resolution shall be transmitted to council for waste service of the Bluegrass and to the solid waste branch of the Kentucky Energy and Environment Cabinet.
Are there any questions or comments? Go ahead, Rand.
Jared, I didn't notice this, of course, until I read it. It looks like we've got two figures for the permitted tons that are requested. One is, on page one, it's 634,014, and then page two, it's 634,104. Do you know which is right?
Not off the top of my head.
I don't either, to be honest. The numbers are transposed. I assume one of them is right, but, and I don't know, I don't think that's a substantial or material, provision of this. I think we can correct that. And, I think that suffice it to say, the request is for 6,334,000 and change in
Right.
permitted tons, so
We're talking about,
we would deny either one. so.
yeah, and we're talking about there about, it's less than 100
Yeah.
ton difference. We'll-
Yeah. Mhm. So I don't think that's a material or substantial part of this.
Any other questions or comments? Any questions from Magistrate Burke, Magistrate Livingston, Magistrate Hostetler?
Nothing other, motion to approve.
Okay, we've had a motion on the floor to approve the resolution as presented. Is there a second? A second from Mr. Alvin Lyons. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor of the resolution, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No opposed. Let the record reflect that the motion passed unanimously, the resolution passed. With that said, that ends and concludes our special called meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn? Motion from Kelly Corman, a second from Bill Burke. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. We are adjourned. Thank you.